is the question, if we, through gene editing, get rid of schizophrenia, say,
Yeah.
does that also dial the clock down on creativity in general a bit?
Who knows?
Does a guy like Kanye get born in such a world?
Right. Well, he's a great example of that. Whatever issues he has, I think he thinks now that he's autistic. I think that's what he's been openly saying. But whatever issues he has, that guy is a fucking tornado of creativity. Like his mind is, when he wanted to do the podcast, okay, one of the things he wanted to do is make a set that was a womb. And we're going to do it in there. He goes, he was like, your studio is ugly and it's boring. I forget what he said. He said, would you allow me to design your studio? I go, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. This is going to be fun. But Jamie got COVID. So it all got thrown into a monkey wrench and we needed someone else to engineer it. And so we just did it in my little shitty studio. But that guy is just always trying to think about sustainable housing. He's trying to think about new forms of currency. He's designing clothes. He's writing fucking songs constantly. His brain, the same thing that makes him blurt out things that are questionable and he probably shouldn't have said it, that same brain is responsible for an insane amount of art.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think it's true of Elon too.
And when he was medicated, like he didn't like it. Like they cut that off. Like this superpower. It's like telling Superman, like, you have to wear a kryptonite coat. Why? I'm fucking Superman. I can handle this.
The color just gets drained from the world or something.
Yeah. Probably something will come of that. We'll find out that, he's
been quiet for a while, no?
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything about him.
I haven't been paying attention.
Recently.
It's kind of crazy. What did he actually eventually say? What was the big thing that he said? He said that he loves Hitler because he loves everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Alex Jones really tried to gave him every opportunity to walk it back. And he's like, oh, so you're just saying you like the Nazi uniforms? You like the aesthetic of Hitler? He goes, no, I love Hitler. Right? He really just stepped right into it. He didn't take any of the exit doors that Jones was giving him.
Well, you got to understand his personality too. He's a guy that does not like being told what not to do.
That's right.
Right? When Obama called him a jackass, he immediately started supporting Trump after that. Remember? He was wearing the Make America Great. When people were saying that Trump was bad, Kanye was like, no, I'm with Trump.
Yeah. And
there was a concert that he did. He said he didn't vote, but if he did vote, he would have voted for Trump. And the whole crowd was like, boo!
Right. One thing I've noticed about people as I've gotten a little older is that if a strategy has been working for someone their entire life, they're not going to get to 50 years old or 40 years old and suddenly change it when it stops working.
Right.
So if you're Kanye, you're a random kid from Chicago and you became like a decent producer, but like everyone else, you came to New York with big dreams and you didn't get noticed for a while. And then the second you did get noticed, the second you tried to rap, everyone told you were crazy. And not just everyone, the top experts of rap in hip hop, Jay-Z's record label, the people that would most know say, look, Kanye, you're a good producer, but take it from us. We're the top experts in the world. You don't want to get into the rap game. And he says, you know what? I'm going to do the really dumb thing and say, no, you're all wrong. And then he becomes not just a good rapper, but the best rapper in history, right? So this strategy of a bunch of people that are the smartest people, and then, by the way, he did the same thing with fashion. Everyone, the smartest people in the world said, Kanye, you're a great rapper, but trust us. We know more than anyone in the world about this industry. You can't make it. And then he does it better than them. So a guy for whom that strategy has been working, he's just been calling his shot like Babe Ruth over and over again and getting it every time against the odds. He's not going to wake up at 45 years old and when people say, you can't vote for Trump, he's going to say, yeah, actually, I should listen to them this time.
Right. Good point.
And I've noticed this about other people too. It's like if they have some weird strategy that's really worked for them, you can't tell them to change it halfway through their life.
Yeah.
And Elon's the same way. I think it's precisely connected to his extreme success of all the ventures that were supposed to fail, that had you put anyone else at the helm, they would have failed. Tesla, SpaceX, just constantly having the smartest people in the world tell him he can't do something and then doing it. he's he's immune to a chorus of very smart, well-meaning people telling him, don't say that, don't do this,
Right.
because it's worked for him his whole life. And so I think the point is, the flaws people point out in these people, they may be genuine flaws, but they are the flip side of the coin of their success.
Yes.
They're inseparable.
Such a good point.
Yeah.
Such an important point. And, I think when people get in a situation like we've never seen a person get in a situation like Kanye, where he was one of the biggest entertainers on the planet Earth, if not the biggest. And then all of a sudden becomes persona non grata. But that's never really happened before like that. Over words. And a guy who clearly has a penchant for saying things that are outrageous. And he's always done that. And he clearly goes on rants, where I don't even know if he knows where he's going sometimes. Like, he went on a crazy rant when he met with Trump. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, I did.
It's one of my favorites. Because Trump is so happy that Kanye is there. He's like, this is great. This is great. I'm just going to listen. Like, if Kanye was opposed to him and was saying the same kind of things, how do you think Trump would respond? It's like,
yeah, he would.
What are you talking? Where did you get your education? What kind of talk is this? And instead, he's like sitting there going, okay, like Trump's smart. He's sitting there, he's letting Kanye rant. And Kanye is trying to make America great again. To make America great or something, or keep America. I forget what he was going, but he had this idea in his head that he had this was bad for black people, and we want to make it change into this thing. And it's just a wild dude. He's a wild dude. I think he's a bad person. He's not a bad person by any stretch of the imagination.
I don't think he's going to be persona non grata forever.
No, he's talented, man. That motherfucker will put out a new album, and it'll be a banger.
Everyone will listen to it, and for most people, all will be forgiven. Especially, I think people will give him a pass because of mental illness. Like, I don't think he'll be canceled forever.
No, he's too good.
Yeah,
he's too good. To this day, people listen to Michael Jackson music. Yeah. To this day. I Want to Rock With You comes on, and everybody goes, oh, man. You don't think, that's that guy who went crazy and had wild facial reconstructive surgery and may or may not have molested kids. You don't think that. You think that guy was so fucking good. When Beat It comes on, you don't think about those things.
Doesn't matter.
It's pretty.
I do remember there was like 1 week where people considered not listening to Michael Jackson. And then everyone at the same time was like,
too good.
It's too good.
It's too good. It's too good.